um, I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful. That's the title of the video. Just grateful. I'm just grateful that God didn't leave me where my enemies wanted me to be. Even deeper than that, it's like, because sometimes I'm grateful for myself. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat anything. Like, I'm so grateful for myself. I am, because even in situations where, like, God will test you and He'll want to see, like, what you do. Because sometimes it's like if you've been in school, you know, how you study for a test, and then when it's time to take the test, the teacher's quiet, and then they'll, like, grade you based off of your performance or your effort or whatever. But they're not studying with you when you're taking the test, right? And so there were so many situations in my life that I'm like, I didn't know that God was like, God's hand was in that. Like, He was like watching me, like, live my life just to see how I would be. I honestly thought that, I don't really know, like, it was God, even though I know that it was me, because we have free will. I don't know how to explain it. I thought that, like, you know how you have a kid and your kid's like 1 or 2 and you have to hold their hand. I thought in those situations that was like the case, sort of, kind of. But I didn't realize, like, no, that was you, and you were taking steps. And, like, of course, because like, God is with us. Like, there are some times where it's like God wants to see how you're gonna react. And honestly, like, looking back on those moments, I'm like, oh wow, so, like, I handled that good. And I'm just, like, so proud of myself. Like, I am. And I know they say, like, oh, pride comes before fall. But, yeah, I don't think that's, like, the same. You can be, like, proud because your child, like, aced their test or started getting B's in a classroom where they were getting C's. And honestly, if I could have went back and done anything differently, as far as, like, my decisions, and, like, well, life wouldn't have probably got that hard if you just would have, like, I'm just here, like, bow down a man. I don't know where that just came from. But honestly, it's like, no. Why? Like, even though it's like life in and of itself, and when people see that you're happier, just doing, like, a part, being ye separate, and I don't know, it triggers some people because they were, like, thinking they were the best thing since sliced bread. But, like, I genuinely have been so like, even though, like, the craziest things have occurred throughout, like, what I've experienced, or just, like, separating. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that. Like, I've just been happy, like, so happy. I feel free. Like, I feel a sense of freedom that I never felt, and that I was always, like, seeking, like, asking God, like, what is this? What is this? And I'm grateful. I'm grateful to know. It even says in the word that bless your eyes that you see and bless your ears that you hear. And that is so true. That is so true. That is so true. Because sometimes we don't even know how beneficial we are until the whole world don't want you to be removed from this pit that they basically dug for you. It's like, no, get back down there. And you're like, no, I like it over here, away from you people. And then their life starts to crumble without you. And then your life gets better. But then they tried to convince you that you weren't nothing and they were something. And you're just getting to know yourself. You're like, wait, I like me. No, you were never supposed to find yourself. You were never supposed to find out how awesome you were. You were never supposed to find out how chic you were, how the bomb you were, your light, your love, your essence, your energy, your money, your you. And I'm like, wait, I'm worth more than all of this. I'm like, and at least they could have did was treated me better. I mean, look, you didn't even treat me all of that. You just expect me to just stick around. You wouldn't even treat me all that way. I'm like, I done met complete strangers that treated me better than people that I didn't grew up with. No offense. Like, I done met complete strangers and built the bond stronger in 3 months. So yeah. And it's so cool, like, it's so cool. Like, honestly, I don't see how people can wear a facade and and just pretend, like, because if you really go through the dark and you find yourself and you find who you are, bro, it is like, and I'm not talking about the people who fake, like, oh, I'm gonna go find my, like, yo, you're still trying. That's all I gotta say. I'm like, I'm lit. It's lit. I love me more than anything. God, of course. Jesus, the Holy Spirit. God, Jesus. But like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And it's crazy because it's like, and the weirdest thing is, like, when I found myself, people went ballistic. But I'm thinking to myself, like, I used to walk on eggshells trying to tiptoe to help these people, like, oh, your hair look nice, or oh, this, or oh, that's, you know. Because I could, like, before I could see and hear in the spiritual realm, I felt like, because this person, like, I didn't know they were insecure or jealous of me. I just always had this inclining or this feeling like their egos were fragile or something. Because I'm like, like, it was always this sense of like, let me try to boost this person's confidence because they can spiral any moment or they can turn jealous any moment. And I didn't know that I was doing it. But now looking back, I'm like, oh my God. Like, now you can be responsible for your own self-esteem. And that's when you realize, when you lead people to their own crap and their own self-esteem, and you were their boost, whether they were tearing you down, whether they were gossiping about you, whether you were encouraging them or walking on eggshells, whether you were just around your energy, like whatever. When you remove that, it's like they want you back, making them feel good. Like, I'm not responsible for your feeling. I'm not responsible for making you feel good. That's your responsibility. Like, no. But you didn't realize that you were already playing that role because deep down inside, you didn't feel insecure. Even though they tried to instill that in you since you were a baby, you didn't feel like it. You didn't feel like you were a doormat. You didn't feel like it. That's why they kept trying to tear you down. When you finally really found yourself and found who you are, You like, I really don't feel like it now. Because, I mean, everything I was already feeling about myself, I feel it even more. I'm just basically confirming what I already felt. Like, I'm the stuff. I'm that ish. I'm that brrrah. I'm that brrrah. And so, okay. That really sends people into a tizzy. Especially when it's like, you were supposed to be our sacrifice. So that we can keep eating babies. And like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, bruh. What? So we can stay in the media and everybody can glorify. Glory, glory, glory. Oh my God. What? Meanwhile, you're just minding your business. You're like, I didn't even know all this was going on. I don't even know you. And it's like, you think to yourself, like, the whole time I thought I was a lame. And you didn't care. I'm like, I don't care. You be in the middle of nightclub, dancing, lights off, music firing. You're just having a good old time. Not even realizing, like, there are people who know you. That's so cringe. Like, there are people who know you. There are people who know where your car is. And they'll certain things. And like, oh, my bad. I was eating some ice. But it's like, bro, I liked it better when I thought I was a lame. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, who goes out? Like, I wasn't the little girl who was like, oh my God, I want to grow up. I want to be rich and famous. I want to be rich and famous when I grow up. Like, no. What I really want, yeah. Like, it was not like ghosts. And I didn't understand why I didn't want to. I just knew, like, on a subconscious level that it ain't that deep. Most people just want to be rich and famous. Like, most people just want to be rich and famous. Like, rich, yeah, but, like, famous for what? Unless it's positive. Not, like, because a bunch of weirdos are making your name known or popular. Like, what? That's why I was like, I try to steer clear of them. And I'd be the only ones popping up, like, you again, just in another form. When you find your tribe, you're like, finally, and then they try to infiltrate your tribe. It's like, oh, here we go. Because some people are influenceable. Especially if they're like good people and they haven't seen like the depths of Satan. The depths of Satanists. So it's like, oh yeah. Like, yeah, I heard this about this person. And you're like, oh my God, yeah, I would have never known. The whole time they're just naive because they haven't seen the depths of Satanists. The depths of Satan, I should say. And then they're just kind of going along like, oh my God, yeah. Maybe I shouldn't talk to her. Or maybe I shouldn't talk to him. And the whole time they're lying because they're obsessed and they're weird. And then they pretend like they have a life of their own. But as soon as you disappear, they come running. How does this video even have one like and there's no views? Anyway, but this page is for people who can understand and who can relate. Instead of the fake people who every time they see you doing good, they want to try to come in and be weird. Yeah, no. Steer clear of those. Real people party only. Bye. yeah. Oh yeah, like the ones who try to create the problem and then you cannot. Oh my god. This is like top number one. The ones who try to create the problem and then try to come try to like come in and be the solution. Like bro. No. Like nah. Ew. Gross. And then when they don't get the validation that they're seeking, it's like they're back in another cringy like cycle.